Joining me live in the studio is the British High Commissioner to Australia, Vicki Treadell. High Commissioner, thanks for your time. This is a big commitment of dollars by a group that represents Australian superannuation funds and investing in the UK. Can you tell our viewers about it? What's happening?
Well, it's time to coincide with the Global Investment Summit that our Prime Minister is hosting this week, starting tomorrow. So IFM, who represent, as you say, a number of your super funds, are committing with their partners to a £10 billion investment over time in British opportunities. So it's huge news, and it's part of what we've been working on. Indeed, I was only in Melbourne a few weeks ago to meet the senior team at IFM just to talk about the deal and the MOU that they will be signing with our Department of Business and Trade this week.
Well, it is a massive deal, £10 billion. What sort of projects will these dollars, the superannuation dollars, go into in the UK? And are there enough projects to spend this money on?
Plenty of projects, not least because of our energy transition as we look to deliver the emissions reductions. So renewable energy, offshore wind, but also IFM will be looking at other infrastructure projects that we will be developing in the coming years. And that's why the partnership with government is so important. We need foreign investment. We need private capital to go into the ambitious plans we have for transforming our economy. So government can't do that on its own. It needs to bring private sector capital into the equation. And that's what this IFM deal represents.
Where does it stack up in terms of the size of dollars being announced today, in terms of deals? I know there is a big two-way investment relationship between the two countries, but this sounds like it would be up there among the largest.
Yeah, this will be one of the largest deals that will be announced this week. You might have noticed...
By your government, yeah.
Yes, and that's what the Global Investment Summit is all about. This is the second one that we have done. I think it's unique amongst governments around the world. We know the projects that we require for that energy transition, for the upgrading of our infrastructure across the United Kingdom. So we put it together as a package, and we attract the foreign investors. You know, something like 200 global leaders, investors will be coming to Britain.
So what does IMF see in the UK? Why are they forking out so much to invest in the UK's energy system?
Well, you're blessed in this country because you have an excellent pension scheme with your different super funds. They need medium to long-term investments that are steady, that will deliver good returns for Australian citizens. When your retirement days come, that capital has to come through in order to fund those pensions. So pension funds, AusSuper, Australian Retirement Fund, Aware Super, are looking for these good bets in the long term. What Britain offers is an excellent investment destination. Over time, you will see that you can rely on the returns from the UK. The evidence of previous investments underlines this fact. The politics are largely stable, despite what we might have seen in recent years. You know, people are making investments to realise capital in 20, 30, 40, 50 years' time.
And finally, this announcement and this summit, this investment initiative by the British government comes at a timely moment internationally with the next climate talks getting underway in the Middle East. Is that part of the scenario here, part of Britain's thinking?
Well, I think it's a coincidence of timing, but it's an excellent coincidence of timing. We are looking at renewable projects. We're looking at the infrastructure that supports that. We need investment in technology, in life sciences, in our creative industries. These are the other sectors of growth that we've identified for our economy. So, you know, IFM and this announcement today that they have made in Melbourne, and as I said, we'll be signing the MOU in the coming days in London. And other Australian super funds and investors will be in London too. We're looking for a really strong Australian presence because Britain is a good bet.
British High Commissioner Vicki Treadell, appreciate your time.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you soon.